Hello, and welcome to another abridged series on the channel. This is Potionomics. We are Sylvia, and this is the very first scene of the game where we have to do something. In this game, we've just inherited a potion shop, and we are going to spend our time during the day making potions, putting them on shelves, playing this type of card game to haggle and up the value of our potions, go around town, learn new skills to add to our decks, get new ingredients, make new potions. Love the game. So this is the very first scene here where Helen is telling us that we have just signed a contract. We are owed, basically assumed the debt of our dead uncle, and we are now going to run the store and try and save the business from the ground up. And she goes, how hard could it be? And Sylvia, we're like, we haven't done any of this. What do you mean? She's like, it's fine. Try and sell me this health potion that she just pulls out. Just try and sell it to me. It'll be fine. And as you can see at the very start of the game, in the very tutorial section, we'll say, we've got not great cards. Attempt to raise interest in the potion. It's a potion. You knew that. Crap. Flail, maybe? Maybe that will hurt. Is pretty good, probably. So she's a little interested. Blunder your way through the attempt. I think that you'll wait. And then the way it works, other than this demonstration to show how bad we are at selling potions, is that we're gonna, have a certain amount of time and patience that we can use to haggle with, and every time we have to end turn, they lose even more patience. And unfortunately for us, as you do poorly in negotiations and things go bad for you, you get stressed out. So it's like panic, increase the stress, panic, blank out, panic, despair. And these are cards that we can't play and are in fact going to make us even worse. So we are cracking under the pressure because it is the start of the game. And we're not doing so hot. So I'll let you know the first time we get into an actual mechanic that isn't a tutorial. But basically, good luck. We're going to need every bit of good luck we can get. Just stopping in. It's a new day. You can see we just cleaned up our store. This is what the interface kind of looks like. And you can see we just met this owl, and the tutorial continues as we're going to learn how to brew some potions. I saw the start of this game of somebody else playing it, and I already knew that I wanted to play this game for a long time, so it was a no-brainer. So here we go. Let's learn how to brew potions. Okay, and basically, as you can see here, we get a cauldron, and we can add 4 units of things to it. We can use fire to make it happen faster, cook it faster, and we can make potions that are 75 potency. So by adding Fayberry, there's an A, B, C, D, and E magical element to them, and a Mandrake root has any ingredient can have an A, B, C, D, or E component. Mandrake roots have A, or Fayberries have A, and Mandrake roots have B, and that is exactly the proportions you need to make a health potion. Exactly 6 Magimins on either end is a perfectly balanced health potion. We could make 1 health potion, and if we were wild, we can add even more and add all 4 ingredients. And just like that, we can brew it, and it'll take 2 time throughout our day. So we have time for every day, plus an overnight period where we can let things cook overnight, and that's the first bit of it, just like that. So we're going to wait for this to, get all cooking up, and then hopefully maybe sell it for a profit later. All right, and to get started, our owl has given us a couple of potions that we can put out on our storefront. See, in the future, we may have more and more storefront things going on. We may have bonuses to putting different potions on different types of shelves. We'll have display cases and everything else. But there you go. It's just that easy. And now it's time to sell some potions. So let's get into that. Open the shop. It takes 2 of our time during the day. But the cauldron can be working in the background. So you always want something going on in the cauldron while you go out and run your errands and run the shop. Because you want to keep churning out new potions and stuff like that. I already saw some of this intro again when I was watching others. But there you go. So now we are working with our actual base deck that we're going to be trying to improve later on as we go. And you can see the very first thing is this lady here is going to complain and stress us out, which is bad. And they have 10 patience for us to play with. So every time we take a turn or end a turn, it takes more and more patience. It takes 1 patience the first turn, 2 patience the next. And they will just leave without buying the potion if we use up all their patience. But we can spend the patience to play some cards that will increase their interest in the potion. Right now they're minimally interested. They're willing to pay, you know, the basic price for it. But by playing Set 'em Up, we can raise the interest by 4. And if it's an opener, the first card that we play in the turn, it gets the Reel 'em In bonus. So, boom, baby. Increased interest applied by Reel 'em In by 20%. So now we have Reel 'em In, and instead of doing 7 raise interest, or it does 8. Again, not an incredible card, even when we're comboing it, but it's the base deck. Reel 'em In, it's one of my finest potions. Girl, it's one of your only potions. And now, they're coming to hurt us with a complaint, and that will kind of stress us out. So let's brace ourselves for a little bit of, you know, negative feedback, we'll call it. And then again, we end our turn. So they have 6 patience, we end our turn, and she thought they'd be super cheap. It's like, well, we're trying our best here. And then I think this is still the first tutorial one, so we might get a little bit of closing it out. Oh, unfortunately, I would normally, now we have 5 patients left. We might do another Set 'em Up, another Reel 'em In, and then close out. You can see it doesn't use any time. It doesn't use any patience because it's a closer. It ends the deal and immediately sells the potion. And if you use this, you know, the potion's at plus 20 because we got 2 hearts. If you use this to close out, it gives you a bonus 5. So it's going to raise interest by 9, get us to plus 30% instead of 20, and then give us another 5% on top of that. So a 35% sale should be nice. We sold the potion, we made some profit, and now we can hopefully go and afford some other ingredients and whatnot to get us going. And it kind of just continues like this. Right now, it's pretty basic. Again, pretty basic stuff going on. But now it's up, like, this is finally us playing the game. We set him up. He's going to devalue our potion. We're going to reel him in. So the argument here is we could play or close him out right now. It would get us enough to get 35% and close it. Or we could go another turn, but he's probably going to decrease the price of the potion anyway. But let's see how bad it is. Right now, we could have ended the sale right now at 35%. Let's end turn and see how much we end up getting by getting a little greedy with our time. So there goes one of our patients. We can do another 2. We can do a set them up. It's an opener, so it's pinging in green. Open them up. We can do a reel them in. And now we have 4 time. Now here's one. Think, Sylvia, think. This card does nothing in our deck. It's just a negative. The drawing 1 card would have happened if I just didn't have it in my deck. But the base deck, you have to have 20 cards. And this card is just, in my opinion, a negative. It's just waste space and waste your time with your potential customers. So we're going to still try it. Maybe we'll get a card that helps us with interest a little bit more. Another Think, Sylvia, think. Fine. Think, Sylvia, think. Right? Great. Wow. And now, because we've done that 3 times, if this card was actually helpful, we wouldn't have been able to play it anyway. So we'll just close the sale. And let's see, we got 42% instead of 35% for going that extra turn. So it was worth the risk. And this is our last potion that we have at all. So we'll set them up. I don't know. This says infinite. So now that the set them up has been done, I think that we can't miss out on it later. He's going to stress them out and give us a debuff. Tension. Well, we're not going to close it just yet. So let's keep talking. And better off making my own. Oh, who am I kidding? So he's given us tension. Doubles the stress received from all sources. Well, he's not doing that. Right now, he's going to use an extra time. And if we end turn, it's going to be a -3. So really, that's 4 of our patients done. We basically have to close it out on this one. But that's fine. We have a raise interest right here. So that worked out pretty well. we can draw a card to see if we get something better. We did not. Plus, and here's the thing. Raise interest by 9 and close the sale. Right now his interest is at 0 out of 10. So we get 13% more if we could go add one more interest. But we can't go another turn. If we hit end turn, it will end it. So we may as well get the bonus 5% for using our card to end it. So 31%, not bad. A little bit of haggling. I'm pretty sure if you like build your deck super strong, you can get like 100%. Depending. And if you get their interest maxed out, they'll just close the sale immediately and run off with it and love it. So haggling skills are good, and we're looking smug. Hell yeah, let's go. And now our owl friend has given us a piece of advice. They basically saw what we did and said, hey, instead of, rushing through that negotiation, take some time to scheme. And by making friends in the game, in the city that we live in, they can all give us different types of cards that we can slot into our deck. Right now, our cards are pretty awful. So something like Think, Sylvia, Think, way better to replace it with Scheme, because 2 for 3 cards is actually maybe worth playing. So things like that is how we're going to get better and better at negotiating. So there's the economic resource gaining, the brewing of good potions, the getting a better card deck for haggling, and then there's daily events as well. On every day, different things are worth more or less. So lots of things to be introduced. Let's go. Okay, and while we were doing that, our first round of potions got finished and in the brew. It took the same amount of time as it did to sell. So we got 2 minor health potions of a superb brew. If you do such a perfect brew, you can actually up them to the next rarity. So this is minor, but there might be medium or majors and whatnot. So superb brew, we got some good, let's put some more down. Mana potions do even more. So he's going to give us some ingredients for this. A sack of slime, ew. And what you'll see is the sack of slime is a C, and the mandrake root is still a B. So B and C in equal portions makes mana potions. And we're going to get much, much more complex potions and stuff later on. And that's going to allow us to make really intricate and cool potions. Sometimes we'll be using ingredients that have 4 magical types of different amounts. So we'll be playing this crazy match game and whatnot. It'll be pretty cool. And so that these will be ready in the next 2 hours, we can use things like fuel to speed it up. So we can use 1 of 3 fuels. We're using 4 ingredients. And here we go. 2 mana potions coming up in the next brew. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, and I've turned off my webcam for this one because this is the deck screen. You can see this is us, Sylvia. We're a potion witch. Good for us. We got big dreams and big problems. And this is our deck, cards 1 through 5. And we've got 4 copies of each. Now, what we can do is, because the owl gave us the scheme cards, just owl. It's fine. This guy isn't our, cousin or uncle that we inherited this potion shop from that got turned into a bird and is just pretending to be an owl. It's definitely something else. So, Think, Sylvia, Think. That's a draw card function. We're going to get rid of 2 of those and add in 2 schemes, and there you go. As we make friends and as we improve our relationships, we'll unlock more and more types of cards and save deck. Just that easy. So here we go, off to the next thing. Oh, also, I forgot to mention that we have to make potions and win a competition to make enough money for us to, not starve to death and die or get dispossessed of our store. So lots to do in 9 days. All right, now camera back on, we're ready to go. Again, we haven't opened up all the options yet, but if we look at our brew, we can see that we're still making that mana potion, so life is good. And then what we can do is, while that's brewing, it's a blue one now. It used to be red, see? We'll open the shop, and we have 2 more potions that we just made, right? That were good quality. So the friendly artisan, he is not going to be too mean to us, but he is going to negotiate the price down. We got some good old set 'em ups. And then we get some reel 'em in. And I think that doing another set 'em up does give 4 interest, which is, it's fine. We'll do that. We'll do that. Just, you know, turn efficiency, I guess. Moderately interested. Lovely, lovely. He did stress us out, but there was nothing we could do about that. So now, every time we draw cards, there's a chance that we draw, a 1% chance, that we draw a stress card. And we just got a 1 in 100. Perfect. Wow. So we have enough time. I think that we're just going to want to close out on this deal, quite frankly. We're going to increase his interest. Now, at this point, it would take 2 time, and we would get tension, and we would get more permanent stress. It takes, like, out-of-game events to, like, lower stress. So we're going to get him interested a couple of times. He's highly interested. We get another 15%, right, which would have given us up to, what, 55% if it wasn't for the -3. And we'll just do a manual close deal. We don't get the bonus, but no refunds. Imagine saying no refunds to someone and being like, you're the best. Like, okay. And they're going to put on themselves on guard, and they're going to debuff us to, like, prevent us from getting the good stuff, from being able to put good stuff. Unfortunately, I have no good cards right now. I could do a Think Sylvia Think and a set 'em up, but it's not the opener. It's not the first card that we've played this round. So it's just enough to get this kind of started. He's going to hit us with a debuff. I don't think that the shield does anything for us, so let's go ahead and end turn. And see, that 1% stress from earlier is sticking with us. Now, he's going to be not patient very quickly. We can do a set 'em up. And then, instead of doing stuff on this turn, we could end turn, but then we'd only have 2 time. So I think it's best, even if it doesn't feel good, we got to just use this turn to do as much as we can. We got a reel 'em in. We've got a set 'em up. And then with our last bit of patience, we're going to close it out, and it will get us at least up to 2 hearts. It's a pretty weak sale, all things considered, but hey, man. Every bit counts when you're just starting out a new business. Like, give us a break. We're doing our best here. Nice job. And now we get the mana potions. Let's go. And there's still time to sell them. Let's bottle them up. Let's go. You know, instead of rolling to the next round. See, it's still like the first day. It's kind of a tutorial day of just like, this is how you bottle. This is how you sell. So, mana potions, very cool. Perfect brew, because we did the, got the exact, how do I say it? We got the exact proportions correct, because they're just giving us good ingredients right now that match perfectly and that are simple. So now we're going to make a, I think this is a, yeah, recommended competition potions is a health potion, a tonic, and a, mana potion, and these are common level. Okay, because we're just doing minors. So let's see when we put oh, very cool. When we put these together, we have enough magicules, 72 out of 75. It's close, 4 ingredients, and then the brew is very long. But here's the thing: in 2 time, it'll be morning. And there's an overnight period that isn't shown. It's like this vertical time that actually counts as 2 extra brew time. So this will be ready for us in the morning, and it will be 2 common, it says common mana potions. Oh, I thought we were making tonics. I guess we just have cool things. But yeah, B and C. A and B, then B and C, and then I think A and C is another thing as well. So very cool. Fortifies heroes' mana by 4 or by 2. This is a whole thing where, like, literally we're going to be helping heroes out that have specific needs to go out and adventuring. So that's kind of cool too. And let's open the shop. Arrange potions first. Put our little mana potions out. And let's open the shop, baby. Let's frickin' go. And, like, I'm already having a good time. Just, you know, potion standards. Let's tell them about it. We set it up. It's the opening card. We do a little bit of a draw, and we reel him in. Hell yeah. He's going to give us 3 stress. That's pretty freaking rude. But he's a picky commoner. Ugh. Ugh. A commoner. I need to make my little... I'm going to make myself even smaller so that we can see more of the turn counter. I mean, I can just be small. Nobody really needs to see me that badly. But there you go. So I am going to take this 3 stress. What's the worst that could happen? Getting 2 hearts and a finish? Like, whatever. 4%? That would never happen. Set him up because it's an opener. And then let's see if we can get a sell it, baby. We did not. We got tension instead. Well, we can do another set him up. And then we can close out for 9. Ah, we're 1 away again, man. That was rough. So maybe it wasn't worth taking the stress there because our deck is just not good. Chill Artisan, so he probably won't be mean to us. Good feeling about this mana potion. Lovely, lovely. Let me set him up and reel him in. He isn't gonna attack us, but he will make us annoyed, which increases our stress. Nothing we can do about it now. Okay. Fun little interactions. We don't have set him up, but we do have some reel him in. And everything we play is going to make us a little bit more stressed. But getting 9 more interest, I think, works out for us. There's only a little bit of time left, so I'm just happy going bam. Lovely. Limiting the amount of stress we get. I think we recover some stress overnight kind of thing, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll jump back in when that's relevant. All right, the local ingredient salesman came by and sold us a card, and I accidentally clicked on the screen and put it away. But I'll show you what that card is in a second. I think it was Planting the Seed, where it's like a kind of a long-term card where you put it in, you give them a status effect that raises interest over time, turn after turn. So thanks for that, Quinn. And we're going to come and buy ingredients with that, you know. I'm excited to get to know you. Maybe we can hang out. Not really into hanging out, but I don't know. Oh, a little heart. Hey, are we flirting? Let's go. And there it is, our very first day in the books. We've been given all our ingredients for free, so we were able to make almost $400 in sales. We've got 10 days until the competition day, so the first one's down. 8 customers, 7 potions sold. I think that counts our tutorial session on that potion we weren't able to sell because we just panicked and then got stressed. And you can see in the competition, these are the potions that we're going to need to win. Recommended competition potions is a common fire tonic, which we don't even know how to make yet, but we'll figure it out. And then the prize is 10,000 money, which is enough to pay rent, basically, until we find a way to pay off the bigger debt. So, exciting stuff, good stuff, hanging out with my owl and my floating books. I mean, we'll start the next day and see what happens. All right, we just made a new friend. This is a beginner adventurer that we're going to get to help us go get us some ingredients and stuff. But she taught us sympathy, which seems fine. Gain 2 shield. That's the same as us with our card for defense, except it also gives us sympathy, which lets us get a 25% boost to, providing interest. So thank you. Her name's Mint. Love her. Good stuff. Let's go. And we're here on our first day of freedom to run the shop as we see fit. We've got the spa days, so the sudden popularity of hallucinogenic mineral baths has caused a run on minerals and mushrooms of all kind. So fungus ingredients and mineral are increased more, but mineral ingredients cost less. Cool. A run on minerals and mushrooms of all kinds. Why does minerals cost less then, I wonder? And then also there's an outbreak of glitter cough. So mana potions are worth less today. So we won't be looking to make any of those. Very good to know. And just like that, we're ready to go get some ingredients to get more potions. And we know we want A and B for health potions, or A and C for tonics, I think. But here we go. Time to learn how to travel around. All right, now we're on the travel screen, and you can see here we've got Mint, our budding hero. We can go check out what she's doing. And then we've also got Quinn at the ingredients boutique. So we need ingredients. Let's go there and see what she can do for us. So I think Quinn is meant to be a little bit androgynous, but whatever. We're going with a she until we know any better. Oh, and look, there's a little quick menu for traveling. So we can hang out. I think that would decrease our stress, but our stress is already low. We can gift them once per day. And that's important for, they'll teach you new things. And damn, there you go. We can buy a bunch of new stuff. So A's and B's, that makes health potions. Like, I would almost say that we want to max buy, but we can do 6 and 6. That's enough for 2 sets in our cauldron right now. And sacks of slime. A, B, and that does give us C. I mean, we could get a couple of them. We don't need them for the mana potions today. And just like that, we've lost like $100. Quinn seems to me, and I'm pretty sure I've seen this succeed, so I'm not that clairvoyant, but somebody who would enjoy different people like different kinds of ingredients. So Quinn, you seem to me to be a mage. This is how we make magical potions. Also slime, kind of, you're kind of a weirdo. Hey, we got stars. This is pretty cool. And just like that, that enables us to do a rank up, which may as well do it now, and we'll see what happens. All right, now we're on the travel screen, and you can see here we've got Mint, our budding hero. We can go check out what she's doing. And then we've also got Quinn at the ingredients boutique. So we need ingredients. Let's go there and see what she can do for us. So I think Quinn is meant to be a little bit androgynous, but whatever. We're going with a she until we know any better. Oh, and look, there's a little quick menu for traveling. So we can hang out. I think that would decrease our stress, but our stress is already low. We can gift them once per day. And that's important for, they'll teach you new things. And damn, there you go. We can buy a bunch of new stuff. So A's and B's, that makes health potions. Like, I would almost say that we want to max buy, but we can do 6 and 6. That's enough for 2 sets in our cauldron right now. And sacks of slime. A, B, and that does give us C. I mean, we could get a couple of them. We don't need them for the mana potions today. And just like that, we've lost like $100. Quinn seems to me, and I'm pretty sure I've seen this succeed, so I'm not that clairvoyant, but somebody who would enjoy different people like different kinds of ingredients. So Quinn, you seem to me to be a mage. This is how we make magical potions. Also slime, kind of, you're kind of a weirdo. Hey, we got stars. This is pretty cool. And just like that, that enables us to do a rank up, which may as well do it now, and we'll see what happens. Okay, and we hung out with Quinn, had a good time checking out the layout of the land, and Quinn taught us press the attack, raise interest by 5, and draw a card. So that is something the Sylvia thinks Sylvia, way better. It's literally better in every way. Excited to set the new deck with this card, but I just spent some time doing it, and we don't currently have anything brewing, so arguably it would have been nice to get the brew going. But honestly, maybe right now we'll go back, set something on the brew, and then while we're having it brew, we'll come back and look to do something else, like look to get some sales going while it's brewing or whatever. Oh, well, I'm glad we went to talk to Mint before going home. She gave us a ton of potions. Hell yeah. I think that's from, like, kind of the story, is I just helped her out of a jam to get her started, and she came back and gave me a bunch of potions. And now what we'll be looking to do is send her on adventures. And what we, like, she can independently level up, and we only have the Enchanted Forest to begin. But what happens is she has health and mana to go through and beat up monsters, and it takes a certain amount of health to survive the attack, and then she needs mana to do each attack. So she needs, I would say, if we can get her to 5 mana, then she would have enough to attack everything, but she needs to survive. So that gets her up 10 health and 2 mana. And if we do a test, we can see that that would be enough to kill. And now she has at least 1 health left. So it's kind of a waste because this gives 5 health to the hero, but like they can't have 0 or it would be a death. And you can see that we're going to get a little bit of loot, a little bit of loot, a little bit of loot, and a medium loot for beating the boss. So this is a winning solution. It'll be worth it sometimes to send them out just to get some of the basic stuff, because it won't cost very much in terms of potions. But let's send her out. It'll cost us 25 bucks that we're going to pay her, plus we're equipping her with the potions. But it should be good. All right. And it doesn't, sorry, it takes 1... And now she's gone. Okay, so I can't make her happier or anything like that. No time to do any trades. Let's go back. And we need to get brewing. Absolutely. Check your potion recipe for all. Yeah. Offering a variety of potions is key. I don't know, man. I don't know if we want to do that. All right, adapt and overcome. Thanks, Owl, for the advice. We are now ready to play the game. And yeah, we don't want to get too stressed. Don't want to get too stressed, because drawing bad cards in the negotiation would be bad. So let's go in here and let's talk about the fact that we did get Plant the Seed, which is plant the seed for 3 turns, raises interest by 8 at the start of their turn. So that's pretty good. And then this one here is just the one that's better than Think Sylvia Thinks. So let's get rid of our 2 Think Sylvia Thinks and add those in. I do want Plant the Seed. I'm not sure what to get rid of yet. I think that the Brace Yourself, right, is gain 2 shield. So this is just strictly better. So it's really, what do we want to get rid of to get Plant the Seed? I don't want to get rid of any more of our defense. I don't love Scheme, but it's okay. Closeouts, I think, are important. Raise interest by 7, raise interest by 4. Let's get rid of one of each of these combo cards, reel them up and set them in, and we'll do a 3 and 3. Save the deck. Let's go. Now we can arrange potions. To me, it's honestly kind of a waste to do potions right now, but it is what it is. Or we did set some potions overnight, so let's bottle those up. They were mana potions, which are worth less today, which is kind of feels like a waste. Throwing things in a cauldron and seeing what comes out is good. Planting things can give you an edge when reacting to the market. So improvise or recipe. Okay. Very cool. So we know generally what these things are. So we can even make cures. It needs a ratio of 2, 1, and 1. Poison hazards. I like the sales pitch. Avoid a toxic lifestyle. Enhancers. Increases the chance that your hero will retrieve extra loot from a monster or hazard. 3, 4, 3. Interesting. And then we have potions. Okay. So right now, if I return, you can see that the decrease the value of mana potions. So that's why I really don't want to sell them. But I think we just go simple and we just literally make what we can make. Now, if I took this out and threw this in, a sight enhancer. Okay. And it actually tells you, look, the ratios are not quite 1, 1, and 1. It's like a 2, 3, 2 or something like that. Pretty cool. So let's go ahead. We're going to brew up some health potions because those are worth more right now. And they are going to brew in 2 turns, which is enough for me to do a sales tonight. It makes me wonder if it's worth doing. Like, can I save? I'm gonna save and try something, because doing a sale right now, I could do, like, sell some of this and then keep these better mana potions for later. But this kind of feels like a waste of time. Well, I need to do 2 time before the next event comes back. I just know that our hero's away for 1 time, so if we do a travel action, the hero might be back, and then we can do the event with the hero to make them happy, get a new card for our deck, and then come back, get our health potions, and just sell health potions instead of mana potions. I think that makes more sense. So I'm going to see if that's how the game works, and I'll get back to you. Okay, look at that. Mint did come back. She brought us some freaking cool ingredients. I haven't seen a serpent's tongue before. Some mushrooms, which have, you can see in the bottom, there's like little squares, like 5 little squares, and there's a red one on this one and a blue one on this one. We haven't learnt it yet, but those are going to be positive and negative traits that get imbued in the poison. So the serpent's tongue looks like it smells really bad because it's a nose with some kind of things coming out of it, whereas the fungus is soothing. I don't know. That's a cool symbol. We'll have to look at it later. But look, tons of ingredients, very worth the $25, but we did have to give her 4 potions to make that happen. Probably 8 ingredients worth of whatnot. So, I mean, maybe it was okay, but we'll have to see if we can send her back out to get more good stuff. Oh, what's going on? Oh, God. Oh, okay, so we got a bonus for beating the boss. So the bonus is just cosmetics for our store. But, you know, I don't mind some new cosmetics for our store. It doesn't do anything for the sales unless it's the benches and stuff. But that's good to know. So very fun. Thanks for the Mushroom Mire. And now we can go to new locations. And then there's also an Adventurer's Guild. So I'm going to show you all that in a minute. Okay, so a new mechanic for us with Quinn is that we can give her our ingredients, right? And we just lose them, so we can't use them anymore. But she will then know how to identify and get those ingredients in the future to stock the store. So even though it's a short-term kind of loss as we give her our fancy ingredients, we will now have permanent access, right? Once she gets one of each ingredient, she can expand the inventory and have them daily. So we're going to basically invest in the store as hard and fast as we can to make sure that she has everything that we need to buy for the long haul, rather than only getting it once every time we send out our adventurer. All right, and we've met the guild leader, Baptiste, this noble man, and he immediately taught us how to captivate people, which is very fun. It's a 0-cost card, and it increases the patience by 1. And if it's an opener, increase the patience by 2. We'll have to check if that is 3 total, if it's played as an opener or not. But it costs 0, and it increases the amount of time we have to work with our clients. So pretty good if you ask me. And opener trigger is exactly that, if it is the first card to be played. So a card draw deck is not that powerful for a lot of these, like if you have that many openers in your hands, or rather in your deck. So very, very good to know. All right, and now we're working with Baptiste, where he, unlike with Mint, where we're sending out an individual adventurer, he organizes adventure investments where we pay to get into, you know, the bounty of going out to get stuff. So by buying this, we're actually going to get different resources. right? Which is cool. This one in particular is an A and C bone, like, balance. So that's pretty good. And then by purchasing more, like, stocks of the expedition, you're going to get more of it. The problem is that you could disrupt the ecosystem, but there's also a chance that you get rare stuff. So I think that this is a nice little mix. Hopefully we don't roll a 1 in 5 twice and a 1 in 3 and disrupt all of the ecosystems, but I'm down to try this. Let's see what happens, and they'll leave immediately and get back to us. Hell yeah. All right, so once again, talking to Mint about potentially having her go out and do an expedition. And for us, like, we can test it. She's actually gotten to level 2, so her health is a little bit higher. And what we could do is say, oh, you know, send her out as is anyway for 25 bucks, or we could send her out with a mana potion, for instance, and because we have common ones, it actually gives her 2 more mana, and then go bam, 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 and she'll actually get all the way to here. So I'm not sure if a paltry amount of loot from a small monster is worth giving her a full mana potion. I doubt it, but it might be worth sending her out for the first 3, and just to get her some experience as she goes out and completes quests. So I'll let you know what I do here in a second. I think I'm going to try... last time I sent her out, she was gone right away, so this time I'd rather rank her up first and see what kind of card we get. And then we'll send her out after that if we have time. Okay, and just like that, Mint has taught us how to keep our guard up for real, because it gives 8 interests. Like, that is crazy. Right now, our Reel 'em In gives us 8 interests, and that's it. And that's if it's set up. This is just 8 interest, and we get shield. So, like, keep your guard up, to me, is a better at getting interest than most of my get interest cards. Even though I think they both take 2 time. But still, thank you, Mint. Love it. Let's up that deck, baby. We're investing. Instead of investing in by selling crappy potions for like small margins, we're upping our card deck so that we can, what we do sell, we can make more on. All right, and it's time now. We're finally back at the shop. Minor health potions ×2. Love it. Let's keep the brewing going. We do have an extra cube, but see, it has like 3 ingredients. Like, I'm not sure what this would make right now. It looks like it would still make a chance of a potion getting balance measurements is stable. Like, I wonder, like, what happens in this? Minor sight enhancer. Oh, yeah. What if we did, like, something like this? Minor sight enhancer again. Health potion. Like, it's just interesting to be like, what can we do? Minor health potion. I mean, and then we can't add more. I think that we just do another simple potion for now. A couple of minor health potions. But, like, I'm already getting ideas of cooking up something strange. Alright, so that's on the way. It should take 2 more time. And we are ready now to get to partying, I think. So if we arrange potions... Oh, if I hadn't had put this freaking health potion on the stand earlier, I could have given it to our explorer, and they could have gone out and killed more monsters with 5 health. That would have been good. That might have been enough to get the whole thing down if we gave them the mana as well. Man, you should never put things on the shelf if you're not about to sell them. But there we go. They're on the shelf. They're ready to go, and we're also... We did just get 2 Captivates. Now, what's Captivate good for? Probably get to... Like, honestly, these set 'em up cards and Reel 'em Ins are just fine. And then here, we know that Reel 'em In and set 'em up are also not as good as just keeping your guard up. And set 'em up is raise interest by 4. Reel 'em In is raise interest by 7. But it can be an 8 if you play the set 'em up first. I think the set 'em up's gotta go. And maybe you just get another Reel 'em In. Like, you just get 2 Reel 'em Ins, no set 'em ups, there's no combos. That kind of sucks, but I mean, they're just bad cards. Like, Brace Yourself. You know what? We could get rid of the Brace Yourselves, actually. And then set 'em ups. But the problem is, the reason I don't think it's good is because this is an opener. Oh, these aren't openers. Okay, so we're not overdone on openers then yet. So set them up, good to go, ready. Our shelves are set. Let's open the shop. That's gonna put us to midnight. We can put something else on the brew. A picky customer, good to know. Plant the seed, very good. We could just plant the seed and chill out, but set him up, reel him in. He's gonna get an extra impatience, which is poopy, but now he's getting 8 interest per turn. Just end the turn. Lovely. So at minimum, that's like an 8 interest card, but it's another 8 next turn if we just chill out. And we could just choose not to play any cards, really, to make that happen. It might be worth getting sympathy, but it's only for 1 turn. So let's just end turn again and get the 8 sympathy for free. And now we only have 2 time left. And he's got a whole bunch of shield. So captivate, let's see, that's going to be, it was 2 patience, not 3. So I didn't know with that one, but now we do. So we should just keep your guard up, get 8, and then reel him in. Unfortunately, like, it's getting him close, but not quite enough, and we'll close the deal. 39%, we're happy with that. We got no stress either, very good. Thanks for the business. Next in line. Tell me about this. Okay. So sympathy will mean that you take extra. Let's do that. Let's press the attack. May as well get an extra patience out of you. Should hit you for some stuff. Keep your guard up. That's a pretty big hit. Set them up is also pretty decent. It's just we're already at -2 right now. Is that because of this? Is that already calculated in? Because I thought this was my first turn. Maybe it's every time I draw a hand of cards that comes up. I could get him to the next, like... If this does get him down to, like, 2 patience, there's, like, nothing we can do. So let's just play that and close it. And that's going to be, what, 35%? We're happy with that. And Baptiste, a friend of ours. Good to know. We're going to use his own move against him with some Captivate. Reduce all interest gained by 25% by being stubborn. Well, good to know. We may as well get 8 on you right there. And yeah, I mean, he's going to be stubborn. That's fine. I'd love if we had the plant the seed card, because that would probably avoid that. And Baptiste has 14 patience. Like, he's a friend. He's willing to listen to us. Okay, so you're stubborn. Impatient, okay. So now it's -3. And that's probably because of this impatience. Yeah, okay. Well, set them up. Get some sympathy. This is 9, so that's pretty good. Oh no, that was close him. Oh, I thought that was the reel him in. I messed that up. Some fierce, but that's fine. I mean, we'd have made a little bit of money. Again, we still lost money because of all the things we invested in, all the ingredients that we bought and whatnot. We only sold like 3 potions, but hey, it's our first day. Give us a break. And then let's check what's the day 3 things. If we had gotten something that wasn't like mana potions being worse. Oh yeah, we got to meet someone. Makdak. I'll let you know when we get a card. I'm just focusing on mechanics with this series. A lot of people are like better at doing voices for different characters and whatnot. I'm just ripping it. Let's go. Okay, look at this. Pump up. Muktak, A, he gave us a new cauldron. And B, he gave us the ability to give 50% bonus to the next card. So we already have a sympathy, which gives us 25% for the whole turn. This card is like, if you get one card that's really, really strong, you pump it up and then you play it as kind of like a combo. So interesting. I'm not sure that it's ready for our deck right now because we don't have any big interest cards. But we're working on it. We're working on it. And we'll let you know. Okay, there's a lot going on right now. Holy jeez. Excuse me. I'm trying to read. He's just telling me that Muck Tuck, you can go and customize your place. And we also got that new furniture stuff. But look at this. Potion a day is maybe a bit excessive. Health potions are bad now. Boo. Salt in the wounds. The next 2 days. Mushroom Mire has weaker monster and decreased loot. Mushroom Mire ingredients will cost more. I mean, less ingredients, but more experience for our person. And then the bone waste is overtaxed because reasons. So their weaker loot drops are worse. Interesting. So exploring is a little bit different today. Let's look at this customization though before I make a cut. We got the clay cauldron. We got store shelves, so it's kind of crappy. We can put the stone floor down. Oh, the stone floor is like up there in the corner. So we can go all stone. We can go new wood. Oh, interesting. That's part of it. And that's the old wood. One of those things where you go new wood up front, and then you go stone in the back, where like the cauldron and all that stuff is. You know, nice soft floors out here, and then like I'll get like a stand pad to cozy down. This is where we've been sleeping, by the way. This is our chair. This is our bed. Oh no. Stucco wall versus new stucco wall. Lovely. So we had holes in it before, but now we've cleaned that up. And polished wood wall. It's a small difference, but it does, you know, it all adds up. Like, the store looks cleaner. Let's go. Okay, so we've bottled up. We've got some health potions ready to go. Perfect brew. But, as we know, those potions are not that good today. So, let's go ahead and brew something different. Oh, we can only do 4 ingredients still. What? But I thought we got a new cauldron. What? It said we got a new cauldron. Where's my new cauldron? It's wood in there. Customization. Clay cauldron. Oh, I had to literally put it out. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the wooden one, that's no good. So that one does have a material impact on how we're able to play the game. And now, yeah, see, now we can put 6 and make more potent things. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And that'll take 2 time to brew. And that will still take 2 time to brew with 6 potions. And that should be 3 fire tonics. Don't mind if I do. Hell yeah. All right. Now, next thing to talk about is... Well, do we want to do a sale here? We do have quite a bit of potion, but it could be good. I mean, look how much they're worth. Holy. Oh! It might be worth going and giving them to our explorer girl so that she can get us new ingredients. Especially because we're only making fire tonics right now. I think I'm going to start my morning by going out and running some errands. And then we'll come back and do a sale later in the day with these fire tonics. Okay, our expedition came back. Even though we had a 75% chance of getting something nice here and a 50% on the other two, we only got 1 rare item. But, I mean, it's pretty cool. It looks like it's going to give people blindness or itchy eyes. But we'll work on that right now. But this is a nice little loot drop, and we should invest in another expedition. They're pretty cheap, and I'm pretty okay with it. So, 66 bucks, send that out. Again, if it breaks something, it breaks something. Also, I'm pretty sure you like bone. Probably not a bone. An essence, an ore. I don't know. I think I gave you a flower the other day and you liked that. So I'm going to hold off on a gift for you. Let's go see what our other quest doer has accomplished. Progress. But the monsters got the better of you. I know. But hey, look, some wood for cooking things faster. Some flowers. Nice. A little bit of A. And some sacks of slime. This is not that great, but we paid 25 bucks for it. The only thing that sucked is that it took time to send her out, but it's probably time to send her out again. Now, Mushroom Mire and Bone Waste have weaker enemies right now, but I don't have anything to do about that poison. Required to advance to the poison piece. Okay, what about here? And they need a flame tonic to prevent them from doing damage. So I think that we just kind of keep grinding it in the starter area, the Enchanted Forest. And with 5 attacks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 health, what does that look like? Exactly, baby. 1 health left. I'm going to dominate out there. So we'll see you later. We're going to sign you on. And you're almost going to get to level 3 with that. So quite frankly, I see this as an investment more than anything. It is one of our $60 potions. But the minor health potion isn't being used right now anyway. So like, that's good stuff. Lovely, lovely. And now we go see Quinn. We ask her what's going on. Right? Because we want to expand our potential ingredients for the future. Lovely. And life is good. Very strange. Life is strange. And now we can shop. Now, some things should be on sale. Some things are probably more expensive. Bees for 4. I'm pretty sure that's okay. Kappa pheromones are also interesting. Because that's A and C, which is like... They're not very potent, though. Like, these are low values, right? 4, 8. 8 is okay, but it has this bad trait that decreases value by 5. And then this is a good trait that increases. So being able to slide in a toadstool is kind of nice. What we should do, actually, though, before spending a whole bunch of money, is we should travel over to Muktuk and see how expensive all of that stuff is going to be. So, May of Service. What can you craft for me, mister? Different cauldrons. Materials required. 100 bucks. I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know that we need a bigger cauldron right now because we don't have any fancy ingredients. But what about shelves? Mushroom Mire shelf. 5% price increase and then 3 for potion. And then this is for tonics. And it costs 120 bucks. I think we should do this. We're about to make a bunch of tonics. I don't know how long it takes for him to build it. But yeah, let's go. And let's get through this chat here. And basically Muktuk told us that if we bring him specific resources, in this case cactus, and money, he could increase the capacity of the shelf. So we could put out more items every day. So that's pretty cool. What do you think that a Muktuk would like? A bone, because it's a unicorn horn. An essence, an ore. Here's the unicorn bone. Hey! Tickles his whiskers. Let's go. And we could actually rank up now. One moment. Let's go talk to Quinn first and see with our $34 if we can get anything interesting. And then we'll be back to level up. Alright, here we are, ready to rank up. I just went and bought some just basic pheromones or essences or something. And now let's get a new card. What's it? Okay, so it turns out the card that we got is a 16 interest card. So by playing the other card from Muktuk's deck, which is the plus 50 on the next card you play, this raise interest by 16 could be raised by 24. And that would be pretty cool. So, like, let's freaking do it. Let's try to remember that when we're back at the shop. We got to show off some enthusiasm. Let's go. Holy damn! While we were hanging out with Muktuk, our girl already went and did her adventure and came back. And she is doing fine. She found some frickin' calamari, a whole bunch of wood, some river pixie shells, A and B, that's kind of cool, and some fayberries. We actually started with those, so we accept that. And quite frankly, I don't have enough money to send her back out, but I'm pretty sure that she likes mandrake roots. Yep, so that will make her happier. I'm not sure that will be enough to rank up. It is not. But that's fine. Let's go to Quinn, hand in those ingredients, and then head back to the shop for another round of brewing and selling. Okay, so we threw in that enthusiasm card into our deck, took out the old cards for enthusiasm. We've got this new, the bone shelf or whatever that makes our tonics better. And let's go to the brew and see what we've got. Let's bottle it up. You can credit, yeah, all right. He's gonna tell us about the traits. Superb brew, baby. So 3 tonics. And what are we making next? This is ore. It has a D, Majiman. I wonder if there's anything that we know how to like make with that. You know, poison cure. It's pretty unstable. Cannot be brewed. So there must be something else that takes the D molecule. Perhaps one that takes... This is like just throwing a whole bunch of random stuff in the cauldron. Common cure potion? I mean, the D is so heavy right now. We don't need that much D in the potion. But a little bit of A. Do we have a toadstool? No, that's a B. We do have a cap of pheromone. That's A and C, A and B. We have a lot of mixed things right now. But the Fayberry... That's like almost perfect. Look at that. Look at that. That's 3 common poison cures worth $43. I'm not sure if this is a good use of our elements, but... Do we have a lot more D? Just this one. I think this is worth trying. Oh my god, though. Look how slow it'll brew. Let's throw wood on it to make it brew in the time that opening the shop takes. So that should be good. Because it's a 2 to 1 to 1. And right now, it's not quite that. We have like literally 2 extra Ds or something. Does it tell you somewhere the total that you have? Oh yeah, 32. So if this here, this 2 in the D column went to the A column, it would be perfect. Imagine that. But I think we should try brewing it. 3 potions in one session is pretty nice. And now it's time to stock the shelves and get that going. So arrange potions. We have plus 3% for tonics. So, fine by me. I mean, it would be nice to hold on to a tonic and send Our Lady to the fire location. So maybe we just do this. Keep some tonic to ourselves. And open the shop. Let's frickin' go, baby! Alright, Peppy Artisan. Used to buy from your uncle. Very cool. So we could scheme. Alright, he's gonna hit us for some negativity. So let's A, plant the seed, and then B, armor up so we don't get stressed out. And because we have the seed planted, end turn. End turn, it's that easy. Cute, but a little rough. Yeah. So he's not loving it. And he doesn't have that much patience, but that's fine. Can you stack plant the seed? Like, he already has the status. Oh, but what we need to do, though, pump up 50% bonus the next card, and then enthusiasm. So, bam. Bam. Oh, my God. And I'm pretty sure that even if their patience runs out, if you max out their interest, you just get it all. So, let's try this out. And it did. So he went to max, and he can't wait to try it. And we got, what, 60% there? Lovely. Let's go. That was huge. So having high cost cards is nice because you can overrun the patience. So plant the seed. She's... Honestly, with Plant the Seed played, I think we just take an early turn. She has impatience. It's fine. Now we're at -2 again. Captivate, though, so we're back up. And what is this? Force you to draw a stress card. Okay. That's a little bit rude, but fine. Let's give you some 5 interest for 1 patience is pretty good. Sympathy would have been nice, but let's just chill out. They've got the Plant the Seed happening. That's still acting on them. And then Captivate. Oh, this is so good. So we Captivate. Tension, we're not bad on it yet, but now we have the Pump Up and Enthusiasm. Oh, we could have played Sympathy, then Pump Up, then Enthusiasm. I got too excited. That could have been 25% more of 16, which is what, 4? 4 more interest. Wouldn't have been enough to do a thing, but still could have been cool. We don't know. But yeah, plus 48%, close the deal. And like finally we got some cash back, baby. We were spending cash pretty heavy. So it's nice now to be just chilling. She's gonna give us stress. Well, at least it's like the end of this round of negotiations, at least. We'll just plant the seed. Very interested already. Gloomy Merchant. Captivate, love it. We're going to gain 2 shield and a sympathy. The pump up doesn't do anything for us right now. Thank God for the plant the seed. Continuing. It should just still be 8. Or did it get blocked? But yeah. Press the attack, sympathy. So I think we get sympathy into all of this, basically. We'll draw a card. See if we get a pump up. We didn't get a pump up. But we can go Enthusiasm. Lovely. Then we can do Enthusiasm again. And max interest. There we go. 73%, baby. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Making money. Yeah. And then we'll see what happens in the next round. So now we're ready to brew again. And this is the flow of the game, right? You're improving the deck. You're getting new potions all the time. Common, it's a great brew, and it smells good because we threw in like a toadstool or something. And then we want to get something on there going again. So we could make health potions. What is this going to be? Minor sight enhancer. And then a little bit of C. Yeah, this is kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess. What if we cleared all this out? And what do we want? We got something that mixes everything. What does that think that I'm making? That makes an enhancer of sight. Oh yeah, this one has an A and a B. Yeah, having pure elements can be kind of nice. This is a chance of gaining 1 additional star on completion. On a sight enhancer. Increase the chance that your hero will achieve extra loot from any monster for 10%. Interesting. And here, the problem is that I have... what, 3 more of the green variety. So, but that's not enough potentness to get more than 1 potion out of it. Interesting. What if we like up the other 2 and then put in the toadstool? Now it's 777, but we're still only getting one potion out of it. Then we throw this in and we balance it back out. And now it's at least 2 potions of sight enhancement. It's pretty weak though, because it's not great ingredients. It's probably better to go out and get ingredients than it is to brew such a meager potion, though we don't have that much money. Do not have that much money, but I think we still need to go out. We sent some people out today. Maybe they got something for us. We have money, so we can at least buy ingredients. I'll be right back. So I checked the fire thing, the fire location, and it wasn't that great for us. But here, if we give anti-mana and like these potions are too good. Like it's +2 and +2. But what we can see is it's enough to get us all the way over here to this adventure obstacle. And then we just don't have enough health. Like we have all the mana potion or like anti-poison and the mana, but just not enough health to survive an attack from him. But this is an adventuring obstacle that is going to give us a loot of some kind. Like it's not telling us what kind of loot, but it's a medium loot, right? And I think it should be enough to level Mint up. So time required. It's going to take her a while to get out there and come back. But that seems better than sending her to the Enchanted Forest. But maybe I'm crazy and it's just better to go to the Enchanted Forest. Because test. I guess she does clear it. We could just keep clearing it, and it also gives the medium award thing. So let's send her out on that. It's fine. You get going, girl. It's hammer time. I don't think that you're back within your guild adventure till tomorrow. Yep, good to know. So let's not hang out with you. Let's just go buy those ingredients like we said we would, because we want to get something in the cauldron overnight. That would be nice. Don't look down. Yeah, we're flying, like, because we're two flying witches, right? Okay, what have we learned? Well, things like Kappa pheromones aren't bad, because at least it's 8 magicules, right, per one ingredient, which is nice. That's kind of how I want to look at it. But, like, here, it's 6 for one ingredient instead of 8. But the cost is so much lower, and it's easier to control. So that and the mandrake root are pretty cool. Like, these are pretty high-value ingredients in that case. The serpent is good for making potions that we're going to give to our little explorer hero girl. But it's not that great otherwise because it's a bad trait, which, you know, I'm not sure we can overwrite it yet. So maybe we should stick to something simple. The cubic ooze is also kind of cool. It's kind of cool. At least it's 9 for $16. And the fungus gives you the whole plus 5% value. But I think that we're kind of just need to be basic here for a minute. Buy some more berries. Buy some more of this. And then, quite frankly, buy some more of you too. And then with that leftover money, we could get a couple more things. I mean, the serpent's slippery tongue isn't that great, but it could be the difference between us hitting like a perfect match or not. And then $27. That's 2 more Kappa pheromones. And I'm pretty sure I already have one at the store. So just throwing 3 of those into a cauldron would probably make something good. So let's have a check.